Welcome my dear students for the session number 35. Here in this session we will be learning about a simple filters which is called paste, sort, unique, triad, displaying a word count list. So how these commands will be used on our database. We will just see. Before that we will have a recap session of the previous one. So that is, we have already learnt about the sample database. So in that sample database we just saw how the employees personal details has been organized in that database, that is the file name emp first, isn't it? So after that we just saw like filters like pr, head, tail, cut commands which is working by using that sample database. How these commands will work and their syntaxes we just saw in the previous session. Coming on to today's session, here we are using a paste command in order to paste the files. What is this paste means? Paste is nothing but in order to join the files horizontally, or we can tell that it is parallelly merging by outputting the lines. So you whatever the lines which is there on your files, you are just copying and pasting it on another which has been specified. Whatever this file which you have specified on that, it will be pasted out. So here it has been separated by a tab as a delimiter to the standard output. So on the standard output it will be shown by using a delimiter which is called tab. Okay, example, you can see in the previous example we have used the cut command in order to create two files which is called as cut list 1 and cut list 2. In that, which contains to cut out portions of the same file. After that we will use those two files in order to paste it out in them in a lateral fashion. Here when you have specified some name means okay. If at all if you have not specified, then place a dash instead of your file name. So what it will do, the paste command will reads from the standard input and gives the output as it is until up to where, until and unless you press Ctrl C, which is a interrupt command. Okay, so in that case we will see this paste example where we are looking into paste and the two files which has been placed out as an arguments. Here this will leads to this output. So you can see the original contents or have been restored to some extent, but some of the fields have a different relative locations, and also pasting has been taken place on even some white spaces. So while doing the pasting operation, some locations will be changed depending upon how the file has been given out. Okay, so by using a -d option to your paste command, we can set a delimiter. So by default it is your tab, but whenever you merge the files, if you want your own specified delimiter, then you can use -d option here, where the delimiter can be changed to any other character. Okay, only thing is you have to mention the -d for your paste command. If more than one character which you have specified in the delimiter block means, what the paste command will do means, here it will uses it in a circular fashion for each file line separations. Okay, so just check it out, paste -d. Here it has been given you have used a delimiter pipe. So each and every field has been delimited by your pipe. Okay, pipe character. So next, coming on to the -s option, where you can merge the files in sequentially. So if you have 2 or 3 files, you can merge them one after the other. So just you can say appending the files. It reads all the lines from a single file and merges all the lines into a single line, with each line separated by tab and also the single line separated by its new line character. So how it is working? Just look into this example. Paste -s you have set and you have passed out the 3 files, where the number is a one file which contains the 1 to 5 numbers, state which contains the 5 state names, and capital file which contains capitals of the 5 states. So this is our content. So as soon as you say paste -s means what it is serially. So what it is doing, first number it takes and it will paste it, and each line will be separated by its tab we set. So it has been separated, you can see, and each line will be separated by a new line we said. So that line has been taken as a new line and you come on to the second line. So second line where you are, second file will start its function, and afterwards once again it follows, so on. Okay, this is how your output will be viewed when you give this command. Okay, the one more important filter, simple filter, is your sort command. So what is the use of this sort? It is nothing but ordering a file. So in the previous also you will be very familiar with this sorting technique. So you can sort the numbers, files or anything in one order or a fashion. So that is nothing but ordering of the data either in ascending or in a descending sequence. The sort command orders a file. Actually it will gives you in an organized manner. Okay. So here you can see some of the like important things which has been given out. By default you can see if you mention sort with the file name, this is a command and this is a file name. If you mention it sort with the file name, by default it will be sorted in an ascending order. Okay, so now check it out how this has been sorted. See here 22, 3, 5, here A, B, N it comes. So it is not sorted based on your name. In fact, it has been sorted based on your numbers. See here 2000, 2000, after that it ranges to 5000, and after that it is 9000. So how it has been sorted? Yes, of course, by default sort reorders the lines in an ASCII collating sequence. So what is this ASCII collating sequence? It has its own rule for sorting. So first what it will take based on the white spaces which has been given out. If at all there is no white spaces, then it goes on the numerals. Even though there is no numerals means then it will go for the uppercase of the alphabets, and finally the lowercase letters. So this default sorting sequence can be altered. This you can't alter, you can't even tell that one. If you want, you can alter this sorting sequence by giving or by imposing some of the options to the sort command. So like you can use this one, and not only one field, you can give multiple fields for your sorting purpose. You can make the ordering rule like it has to be sorted based on, first it should be based on the EMP-ID, second it should be based on name, like that you can give the n number of fields. Okay. So after that, sorting on primary key. So here sorting on primary key, that is -k. So what it is doing, it is used to sort the second field name. The option should be K2. If at all, if you want to sort the table purely based on the column number 2 means, then you have to go for -k2. So on that time what it will happen, you see you are just neglecting the first column. In fact, you are talking about the second column. So now we will see the command sort -t. So you are just ordering with a delimiter, that is your pipe. In that you are saying that primary key should be your 2, that is column number 2, and you pass your parameter file name. So you can see your sorting has been done based on your second column, not on your first or the other. Okay. Next, sort, that is once again with an -r option. So here sorting in reverse order. If at all if you want to sort it in a reverse order, which sorts the input file in reverse order, that is descending order by default. So on that time you can give -r as an option. Just look it out here. You are telling that sort -r. So here output will be SRNHTCA. In the reverse order it has been sorted out. Okay. The another option is your numeric sort. So what is this numeric sort means? In order to sort a file containing only numbers, you are just sorting purely the numbers, and -nr option to sort the file name with numeric data in a reverse order. In the previous example, we just looked on the strings which is stored in our file. So in this example, we will just look into a sort of the file containing only numbers. So you can see we have three sets of examples over here. We have passed the commands like sort num file. If at all if I have mentioned sort num file, means this is the fashion which will sort it out. See here, first it will take the first column 1, 2, 2, 4. That's why you can see 10 is placed first before it has been placed first instead 2. Why? Because first it will take the first column, second column, like that it will take. It will handles with the characters. Okay. So that's why it has been by default it will be sorted in this fashion. If at all if I mention like if I impose this option to the same file name, sort -n num file, means automatically what it will do, it will sense this as a number and it will take it as a number, not as a single digit. Okay, so that's why your sorting is in a ascending fashion. Next, if I mention -nr, that is for your num file, then you can see this is with the opposite direction, that is descending fashion. Here it has been taken this entire as a number and it has been displayed in a descending order. So this is how your sort will be doing with the -n and -nr option. Now we will move on to the -u option, that is removing the repeated lines. If at all if I have so many repeated lines, means I should get some unique datas. So on that time what I can do is I can use this option -u. Just see here, it's an example where suppose file exists with a list of cars called car.txt. So here you have a file which is of like cars.txt file. This is the data. So what is the syntax for this which we will be using is, once again, sort command with the -u with the file text. We will give it as a parameter. Okay. So you can see this one. Here we have just mentioned here this thing, and after that if we execute that file by using sort -u cars.txt, automatically you will get a prompt. You won't get any output over here, but you will get a prompt saying that the sorting action has been done. But to display it, what we have to do, we have to call for our cat command, cat cars.txt. You can see Audi, BMW, Cadillac and Dodge it will come. See, BMW was repeated, so that's why it has been removed. Okay. So these are all our sort options which is available. Few we have already dealt and few for your reference. Next type of command is unique, which is to locate repeated and non-repeated lines. So whichever you have repeated or non-repeated, that can be listed out by using your unique command. So what is this unique? Unique is nothing but is a tool that helps to deduct the adjacent duplicate lines. not only to deduct but also it can delete the duplicate lines. Okay, so let's move on to this example. See here, when you say cat dpt list, you got this is as an output. So where 1 accounts, 2 admin, 3 marketing, 3 marketing, 3 marketing, means what? You can see accounts has been like displayed twice, admin once, marketing thrice, personal once, production sales in a one time. So you have seen like many has been repeated more than one time. So if I want the unique lines, that is it has to be displayed in a single occurrence, means on that time what I can do is I can use this unique command along with your file name. So same you can see the repetitive lines has been deleted over here, and it has given the 6 fields which is very like that you will be your data onto this file. So unique, it requires a sorted file as a input. One thing first you have to remember is whenever you want to perform your unique command, means you should have the sorted file as an input. So general procedure to sort a file and pipe it into output to Q unique. See here, if at all if I want this to be happen, means I can go for this command where I have piped 2 commands. First command will be sort dpt first, that is the dpt list has been like first sorted out, and after that I will place unique command for a unique list. So here what it is doing, unique is indeed unique. It means unique, unique means like it's nothing but different from one another. So there is no similarity between two. So if provided with 2 file names, so unique will read the first line and write its output to the second line. So somewhat you have seen with this thing. Okay. Now next we will go for the counting frequency of occurrence. Sometimes if at all if the same line has repeated twice or thrice, if I want that to be counted out how many times, like, so on that time I can go for this counting frequency of occurrence. Display the frequency of occurrence of all lines. So how many times it has been displayed, like that I can depict it. So how it is, see, we have just piped with the 4 commands over here. We are telling that cut -d with a delimiter, that is you have to cut the fields based on the delimiters. In that I will take the 3rd column, that is my designation in the from the employee list, and after that I will sort it out. Sort means you have sorted based on the designation, and then you will say unique -c. Unique means once again if at all if it is chairman has been displayed once, DGM is displayed twice. But what it has done, it has been displayed only once over here because of unique command's nature. But you have asked for -c, that is the frequency of the occurrence. For that reason, it has been displayed 2, 4, 2, 4, 2 like that. Why? DGM has displayed twice. Director has been displayed 4 times in that particular file. So this is what you will be exactly doing with your SQL. So how? Select count star the job from EMP and group by job. So that is what the query which you will be running in your SQL. So instead of that I can give this in my Unix command, through command. Okay, coming on to the next type, that is the TR, that is translating characters. What do you mean by this translating characters? Here in Unix, it is a command line utility in order to translate or delete the characters. For example, if it supports you have so many characters which you don't want, means you can replace those characters with the another one. So it supports a range of transformation including uppercase to lowercase, squeezing repeating characters or deleting specific characters, and basic find and replace can be done by using this tr command. It can be used along with your pipes also to support more complex translations. So tr, which stands to translate, tr, translate. Okay, so basic syntax for that is tr options. So whichever the option you want, you can give it, or expression 1, expression 2 to your standard input. Note that we are always this tr will takes input only from the standard input. Okay, so it will take the standard input only. It does not take any kind of file name as its arguments. By default, what it will do, it translates each character in the expression to its mapped counterpart of your expression 2. The first character in the first expression is replaced with the first character of the second expression, and similarly with the other characters too. Okay, so we will have one example for a better understanding. Come here, we will see here, see tr. So what we are doing, we have given a pipe operator and also with a slash operator, isn't it? And for the first expression we have given, and for the second expression we have said tilde and also one simple hyphen you have given. So where you have to check it out as a emp list. So it has been piped and we want only the top 3 lines of that file. So head minus n 3 lines. So here this will be our output. Check it out, 2233, where we have given a pipe as a delimiter, isn't it? Instead of pipe, what it has been given? The tilde has been given. So here what it is doing, it is just mapping with one character to another. Wherever you will get a pipe, that is mapped with a tilde. Okay, single quotes are used over here because no variable evolution or the command substitution is involved. It is just only to define these two expressions are two different expressions. So two different separate variables we want to show. Whenever you want an evaluation means, then you can place double quotes. Okay, so here you can see all the delimiters of pipe has been replaced with the delimiter tilde. If at all, if you had a slash in your data, automatically that would have been replaced with a small hyphen. Okay, so changing case of a text. So once again, the better and very much useful application is to change the cases from a small letter to a bigger upper letter, isn't it? So that we can do it by using this change case of text option. So here the tr does not accept a file name as argument. The input has been redirected from a file or a pipe. You can see we have taken only the top 3 lines of the EMP list, that is these 3, and what we have done, we have piped with a tr command translating. We are saying that whichever single quotes means the expression is started, big bracket means it is saying that the range is from A to Z, which is of a smaller case, that has to be replaced with the A to Z, which is of a bigger case. Okay, this is how you will do it. After the executing this command, you can see the output. Everything will be written in a bigger letter, that is capital letters. One more option of tr, that is a deleting characters minus d. So in order to delete the characters like pipe and slash from the file, you can see here with an example we are going, see tr minus d, where you have a pipe and slash, and we will say move on to employee list, and we want only the top 3 lines to be viewed. You can see here you don't have any delimiter over there, isn't it? There is no delimiter, it is been placed only with a white spaces. Okay, coming on to the next topic, which is called as a displaying a word count list. So what is this? Actually, whenever the document authors sometimes like to view a list, so a list will be displaying the frequency of the usage of each word in the document, saying that this word has been used this much time, like that, isn't it? So on that time, for this to be possible, each word has to be placed in a separate line. TR can do that by converting all spaces and tabs to a new lines. So what it will do, in order to search for the number of word which is present in that particular document, each word should be in a single line. For that, our TR will help in order to remove your like tabs and all, and to make it that word to be viewed on a new line. So there is no space before 0, 11. So we won't be displaying the symbol. Subsequently, over here we have a contiguous group of alphabetic characters. You can check out TR. So here 0, 11, 0, 12, 12, and we will say you just write it on Abhi, file name Abhi. Space is 040. So you don't have any space over here. Okay, we have to use TR again to delete all non-alphabetic characters. Apart from your new lines, if you want to remove the like non-alphabetic characters from the output, then this requires complementary -C and -D option. Okay, so -C will depict as complementary and -D will depict as a delete option. So check it out here, TR 0, and if you mention like this, and by giving a pipe TR -CD, A to Z, AZ and 012. So with that, along with that, you have given sort and unique. Okay, so sort and unique, you can see this command. So in the previous, we have just collected the details up to this, and now we will say further, we will say it has to be sorted and it has to be unique, and you have to count the frequency of occurrence. So on that time, each and every word has been placed into a new line of that particular line, and it has been matched with the words, like how many times those words has been displayed. For example, in this file, that is FO and foo, so in that foo file, Apache is the name which has been displayed, or which has been found 32 times. Same way DNS as 18 times, and also directory 10 times. Okay, so here if at all you want this to be viewed on a 4 commands. See, if you want to display the word count, you will need two more to sort the list in a reverse numeric sequence and print it in 3 columns. Further, we are extending our need by using the previous commands itself. This is up to this, we get this type of output. If we want the next type, means what we are doing, see here, TR command which we have used already, TR command which is for your alphabets and all, and next we are saying sort command, unique C command, sort -NR, PRT -3. This is where we are. Up to this we know it has been displayed uniquely, and now what we will do, we will just sort it out. Okay, so first and foremost, as we have a correcting sequence of the ASCII, first it has to go for a lowercase and afterwards uppercase. For that reason, you can see you have this much, and sort -NR, where it will shows the in a reverse order, and also PR, that is paginating it into a tab fashion with a 3 columns. See here, it has been given out. You have used 4 commands over here to display count. You will need 2 more to sort the list in a reverse numeric sequence and print it in a 3 columns. This is how you have done with it. Did you got it? So this is how. See, we have keep on working on the same command throughout our displaying a word count list. See here, First we said that there is no space. After that we combined with one more command to check it out with the alphabets, and then we combined with one more which sorts it out, and then we found out a uniqueness of it, and then we said sort, so that we can go for a paginating in order to display it in a 3 columns. Okay, so coming on to the next, that is the end of this session. To summarize part, so here what we have learnt in our class, that is filters, where we have seen how to paste the 2 files and also to sort it out a file, unique, tr commands and all, and also display a word count list. So these are all the references. Thank you.